I know it's a week. Persona got me in a chokehold, gang. None of that matters, though. I'm back with Anime of the Week. 34 animes. I compiled all the underrated TikToks that I could find, grabbed the animes, and put them on the wheel. If y'all trying to recommend more animes of the week, join the SRG Discord or follow me on Instagram, gang. But let's spin the wheel. Yes, Persona has me in a chokehold. Y'all hear the music back there. Anywho, let's see what we got, bro. Whoa. Wow. Looks like we got summertime render. Let's go check it out, gang. No, because what did I just watch? Two things before we start. First off, if you watch dub animes, this is not the one you need to watch. Use what your kindergarten teacher gave you and read them subtitles, gang. Because this dub is top ass. Like, listen to this.
That girl over there.
Secondly, this show is rip off ReZero. From the soundtrack to the sound effects, it's gonna give you PTSD of when Subaru was dying. Summertime rendering follows the MC Shinpei. My man's is going back to his hometown because his dearly departed best friend and childhood caregiver? I don't know, I don't care. Departed. We're smoking that. Nah, we don't respect the dead over here, bro. That includes Rengoku, Jiraiya, and Ace. Oh, I spoiled you? Too bad. Go watch the shows, bro. Show's been out for how long? While my man Shinpei is headed back on this boat to see his best friend's funeral casket, whatever you want to call it, we're shown a dream or some type of reality where this unknown character is fiddling with his eyeballs and putting stuff near his eyes. Whole time screen is glitching like he's in the Matrix. I'm confused. I'm like, what's going on here? At this point, Shinpei faces my face. I can't see nothing. Hands all in my face. Get your dirty hands out the face, out the camera. Whoever this is, this has to be an alternate reality or a dream because they're glitching like crazy. But anywho, before they disappear and everything goes south, they tell Shinpei not to forget them, as well as to protect Mio, whoever that is. Anywho, Shinpei goes ahead and reaches out. Now, he don't grab what he's looking for, but he wake up in some yitties. Like, them yitties was yitties. She look bad, bro. She look innocent. Like, what is going on? What am I watching right now? And as expected, we get the classic anime trope of the slap across the face. This won't any old slap, though. The slap definitely echoed off the boat. And now my man's got an E Honda palm mark on his cheek. If y'all don't know E Honda, just play Street Fighter, bro. Just play Street Fighter. Bro is shaking up because it's the first time he's ever been slapped in his life. All I'm saying is, I don't get no personality from this MC. He's not Subaru, bro. We arrive at the dock now. For some reason, him and his peoples live on an island. That's why they taking a boat there. He lets us, the viewer, know he's coming back for his childhood friend's funeral. At this point, we know nothing about this childhood friend, what they look like, or how they got packed up in the pack. But it's a small island. It's not Hawkins, Indiana. I'm sure whatever happened was a natural disaster. The moment my man stepped foot off the dock, he's a welcome. I don't even know what I want to call this character, but this character was dumb, stupid, and anything else. She comes flying down the hill off her little bike. No brakes, no intention of stopping. So her nut ass goes all the way from the free throw line, not to the rim, to out of bounds. I'm still just trying to figure out what this anime is about at this point. It's so much going on. She floods her nut ass all the way into the water. You got brakes on the bike for a reason. Did you come here to kill me or kill yourself too? What's going on here? During this whole interaction, we learned that this character is Mia, the sister of the departed friend. So although it looks as and seems that she's happy as she can be, a lot is going on. Her sister just died, packed up. She proclaims she's okay, but obviously that's a lie. The strongest characters have mental struggles. Have you seen Sasuke, bro? So Shinpei helps her out the water, and they get to walking and catching up, talking about how Tokyo or whatever the case may be. Now, you remember that woman who smacked him in the face and left the E Honda mark on his face? For some reason, while they're walking, she's in an alleyway talking on the phone. This is already sketchy. It's giving Men in Black. It's definitely giving Hawkins, Indiana. I don't know what else it's giving, but it's sketchy, bro. This anime gives us no backstory. We just thrown in the story. What we have gathered is that Shinpei has not been back to his hometown for a minute. And it's crazy because the death of a loved one was what brought him back. Two, why bro got heterochromia in his eyes? They don't explain it. Hey, I just had to do some research to make sure I said that word right, and that was the correct definition. So yeah, the moment he gets off the boat, he's headed straight to the funeral home. That's where we see his packed up friend on display in a case. All right, I'm sorry, that's the last disrespect to his friend, okay? And we realize the person we saw in the beginning that was glitching and taking his eyes or whatever she was doing with his eyes was his departed friend. So I'm posing questions. I'm like, what's going on here? That's when the MC informs us that this is not only his childhood friend, but when his family died, her family took him in. But remember I was talking about his tie-dye eyes? Well, come to find out, we see a picture, and bro does not have them eyes. As a child, he had two of the same color eyes. Now, I don't know what type of cyberpunk 2077 world he's living in, where he's getting cybernetic enhancements on his retinal vision. So off rip, we got supernatural beings. He can somehow access the Matrix, but I'm still confused as to what's going on here. So while all this is going on at the funeral home, obviously people are talking, gathering, rekindling memories, telling you how sad this is. And I'm pretty sure it's a small island. Everybody know everybody, and everybody know what's going on. So Shinpei overhears somebody talking about an autopsy. There was an autopsy done on old girl. If it's a natural disaster, natural cause, what's an autopsy for? If she drowned, she drowned. If she can't swim, she can't swim. But I'm telling y'all, something's up with this island, bro. As he hears that and he wants to go question some more, we hear a camera flash. Huh? Who's taking pictures at the funeral? What are you taking pictures of? One, everybody's in black. That's depressing. 2, why would you take a picture of a lifeless dead body? I'm be real. I wouldn't even do that. So Shinpei turned around, nobody's there. I ain't gonna lie, it's giving Ben in Black. Somebody got their memory just wiped. But nobody was there with the flash or the camera. Now every anime gotta have an Ichigo with orange hair for some odd reason. So obviously another character that Shinpei does know hops on his shoulders, crying hysterically. How he could have saved his friend or did this and that, crying, and he knows he's upset. Bro really came over here to cry and complain that he couldn't save her. It's too late, bro. It's like you could have done something, but you didn't. Here's why I say the MC is not Subaru. We haven't seen the MC shown 1 ounce of emotion. Not here or not at all during this entire episode, I don't think. This shit not even Walmart ReZero. Not even great value. Damn, why she got a good ass casket? Her casket nice, bro. She be listening to Trippy, bro. So this is when things start getting a little real and we start questioning a lot of things. My man's Ichigo goes ahead and enlightens Shinpei on the situation of his friend. What happened was she went out the water because some girl was drowning. So she went to save the little girl that was drowning and ended up drowning herself. Now the little girl that she saved is at the funeral. And when we look at this little girl, she has no life in her eyes. Like she has no pupil. She's traumatized. We also know that she has not talked in a week. On top of that, Ichigo's pops did the autopsy on his friend. Obviously there was either a third party or that little girl strangled you to death and saved herself. So Shinpei is called to carry up her casket laced in gold. And old boy lets him know we gonna get you the details tonight when I call you. So in the next scene, Shinpei is cooking dinner for the entire family. He's even making old girl Ushio's, that's her name, I never mentioned that, Ushio's favorite dish, which was curry. And my man's gonna make a serving for her, like she gonna come and eat it. But during the same exact scene, Mio go ahead and says her prayers and goes ahead to eat the curry. But in the same next scene, we see Mio in her school uniform again, outside looking at the building, the apartment building. So something's not adding up again. It's looking like we got doubles. We got something here that's not adding up. So the deputy, the sheriff of this town, he's not Hopper. He goes ahead and questions her like, what are you doing? You got in a fight? Why are you looking up at your house? The scene ends. If y'all really want to know what happened there, I'm gonna tell y'all at the end of the video because it leads into episode 2. So that's when old boy calls his bro on the phone and they get to talking about the marks and how possibly it could be a murder. That's when we realize it ain't fun and games no more. She didn't just drown. This real life could have been a murder and an attack on Ushio. And they explain how they went to the water after the little girl escaped that was about to drown and Ushio didn't come back. They went to go grab her out the water, but there was nobody there. So the things weren't making sense. How she got ligature marks, how she gets strangled. Old girl made it away. She's still in the water, but there's no one else there. So the police kind of just dropped it and said, nah, it couldn't be a murder. She just drowned because she can't swim. So I doubt she drowned. After that, Miho comes and knocks on his door, kind of just gives him something to remember Ushio by, and she seems to know more than she's letting on. She lets out something that hints at someone murdered her sister and that she knows what it was. She's like, I can't forgive whoever killed her, and runs off to her room. I'm like, bro, how you gonna mention this, not tell me? At this point, if I was Shinpei, I'd be stressing out because there's a lot of things that aren't adding up on my timeline. But he's still not asking no questions. This is why the MC is bad. I lied, he started crying like a bitch. That's after the fact he saw the seashell and got little memories of Ushio, but he still ain't cry at the funeral. I just got the impression he don't care. The next day, Shinpei is helping out at the restaurant that the family does own and work out in. And I guess one of the regulars that noticed Shinpei was like, hey, did you find who you were looking for? And it kind of skips to this scene, so we don't know if this was actually Shinpei or Shinpei has a double of himself. So Shinpei's asking him like, what are you talking about? Who was I looking for? And he said he was looking for someone with glasses and huge honkers. And Shinpei's like, what? I asked for that? Couldn't have been me. And the sheriff from last night also comes waltzing into the store. And I guess he usually comes in for breakfast or whatever. And Miho noticed that he wasn't here for breakfast. So she asked him, what's up? What you going on? And he said, I was following a case. Now, this is where everything is about to get very technical. Y'all remember the little girl in the beginning who almost drowned but was saved because of Ushio. This morning, her entire family went missing. They vanished. They're gone. Can't be found. The sheriff has been on this case. He's been searching for them all morning. He even went to their house and it looks like everything was deserted. Nothing there. Again, it looks like Miho knows something, but she's not letting us know. She runs out their store, bolts. And after that happens, we get a little evil glint and grit from the sheriff. Something's not adding up. Last night, something definitely happened. Because if y'all remember, the double was outside that he ran into. So Shinpei follows after Miho and he finally finds her and they get to talking a little bit. That's when she tells us about the little girl. Now she says the little girl been acting weird, and it's not only because she's mute in the situation that Ushio drowned trying to save her. She said she went up to a mountain or whatever and she saw someone that looked like herself. Now we've already confirmed this with Miho because we've seen someone that looks like herself outside. And the little girl was telling her that every day she felt like she was being watched or something was looking over her. That's when this fake ass Route 39 Pokemon fisherman trainer pulls up and he lets them know it is what what it is. He tells them this is the shadow sickness, disease and epidemic to the island. He said it was quite common. He says if you start seeing your shadow, you develop the shadow sickness. Anybody who sees the shadow must die. And then it pretends to be who it killed and kills everyone in the crib. Talking about, yeah, that's according to the legend. So he lets them know anybody who had the shadow sickness needs to be cleansed at this sacred shrine or whatever goes on there. Cause my man shows no concern, no remorse to even try to help them out. He gets on with his day. Then she lets us know that Ushio, 3 days prior to her little incident, they were out doing whatever community service, picking up garbage off the beach. And she saw herself. So Shinpei starts freaking out. He's like, nah, you're lying. Stop joking with me. Stop telling me jokes. And she told him 3 days after she died. She's not playing. So they decide to go to the shrine. When they finally get there, nobody's at the shrine to open the door or whatever the heck goes on at these sacred places. But while they're ringing the doorbell, Miho sees the little girl Shiori running in the woods. So she decides we need to chase after her. Why is she running in the woods? What's going on? I hate to tell you this, that little girl's definitely packed up. There's no way she survived. So they run deep into the woods, looking for just a little girl off of a glimpse of something that looked like her. So while they're searching, we hear somebody pull out that picky and shoot somebody, bro. I don't know how this island works, but I only know one person that might have a gun, and that'd be that sheriff. But when we get to the point of interest, y'all remember the lady who smacked him across the face with the E-Honda smack? You see her packed up on the tree. She's not packed just yet. She's still breathing, but she got a gunshot wound to the liver. Now Miho's like on my shoulder, shaking Shinpei around, tell him, what's he standing there for? Help. I would have said, Miho, go ahead, do your thing. Show me what you could have done for this lady. CPR ain't gonna work. She's going to die. So Miho runs off for help and pushes us into the lady to do whatever we gonna do. So she grabs Shinpei by the shirt. She can't get her words out for some reason. She gets no words out. She literally utters mumbles. But whoever didn't shoot clean the first time, definitely shot clean the second time and cleaned up their messy work. Because another bullet shot goes off straight to the dome. She's done. Then we're looking at Miho. Miho has Miho at gunpoint. So Miho blasts Miho's head off and plays no games with Shinpei. She puts his lights out next. So Shinpei's packed up, Miho's packed up, and then we have another Miho roaming around with 2 more revolver shots. Now after Shinpei gets his brains blasted out, he's put back right before he gets smacked. But if y'all do want to continue to see what goes on in this episode of this anime, I do recommend that y'all watch this. I'm not gonna say it's trash, but it's just not ReZero. It's trying to be ReZero, but it's not there yet. As y'all know, at the end of Anime of the Week, we let you know if we continue watching or we put this on a pause and stop watching the garbage. I will say I will continue to watch it. It is worth the watch. But like I said, if y'all want to recommend more animes of the week, I don't know what the next genre would be. Join the SRG Discord or follow the Instagram. But without further ado, I'm gonna catch y'all in the video that y'all are gonna click right there. Yeah, go click that. Oh yeah, I got a new outro, bro. Look, I'll let y'all go. Peace.